Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. It's really exciting to have you back, and as per normal we're going to start off with Narosha from NCL, but before we do that I'm just going to sort of give you a moment just to know what we're doing today. We will be doing a lot on the med, which is very exciting, so I'm going to call Narosha on. Hi Narosh.
Hi Shelley, hi everyone.
Good to see
Thanks
you again.
for having me again. Yes, always nice to join you guys for this awesome DP update. So today I'm just going to talk about, like Shelley said, some med sailings, or the most popular med sailings for our market for 2021. But before I do that, we launched an amazing offer yesterday, and I'm quite excited about this new offer. So everyone knows we were running a promotion called Free for All, and that promotion was basically for every single category of stateroom, whether you were in an inside cabin, ocean view, balcony, or suite, you would get all free at sea options. So you get the free beverage package, free excursions, free Wi-Fi, free dining, and then on select sailings we were offering the kids sail free as well. But yesterday we launched a promotion over and above the Free for All offer, so it is combinable. It's a balcony upgrade offer. This is valid from the 10th to the 16th of June. So on the Norwegian Epic, which is our most popular ship for our market, sailing from Barcelona, if you book an inside cabin or the highest category inside cabin, it's the exact same price as the cheapest category balcony cabin. So that's excellent. And then we also have that exact same promotion up on every other ship. Only thing is it's not inside, it's ocean view to balcony. So if you book the highest category ocean view, you get the cheapest balcony as well. So it's literally the same price for an ocean view, you get a balcony stateroom. And this is valid until the 16th of June.
So that's amazing, Narosha. That's always something good out there, hey, from NCL, which is fabulous.
Absolutely. And then I don't know if I'm talking out of turn as yet, but just to give you guys a little bit of a hint, the Free for All offer could be extended indefinitely. So the offer whether you're in an inside cabin or a suite might be a permanent thing for NCL. So I'm holding thumbs for that, and as soon as I get the go-ahead, I will confirm with everyone. But for now, the Free for All offer, whether you're in an inside or ocean view or balcony or suite, it's everyone gets all the offers. So that's really, really exciting.
Brilliant. So Narosh, before we go on, we were just going to chat a little bit about the med going forward, obviously for next year. So I just wanted to know, basically, do you know what ships will be in the med next year, 2021? And is it sort of June, July? Do you have an idea?
Yeah, so for 2021, there's no changes as yet. I mean, obviously, it will all depend on which ports are opening first and, which borders are opening first. But as far as NCL is concerned, we've rolled out our 2021 deployment and we haven't changed anything. So we're still going to do our Norwegian Epic, the 7-day Western Mediterranean sailing from Barcelona or Rome, doing the interport from Rome. This is the 7-day sailing, doing Florence, Pisa, Cannes, Palma de Mallorca, and then back to Barcelona. This is going to sail in our summer months, May to November. So this, everyone knows this is our most popular itinerary for our market. For now, that itinerary is definitely still staying. Then we've launched some new itineraries. We know that the Western Med is most popular, but NCL used to only have the 10 and 11 night Greek Isles itineraries. And for 2021, we've now launched 7-day round trip itineraries. So we've got a 7-day Greek Isles itinerary sailing from Athens to Athens. And it alternates in routes. So some sailings it does Santorini, Mykonos, Kusadasi, Haifa. And then other sailings it does Istanbul. And then on the next sailings it does Croatia. So there's definitely, on the 7-day Greek Isles itineraries, there's definitely so many different types of options. And then it doesn't also only sail from Athens. We also have the 7-day itineraries doing the same route, but sailing from Venice. So there's definitely options for everyone on the Greek Isles itineraries.
Fantastic. And then, Narosh, are you able to maybe just sort of highlight maybe 1 or 2 excursions that you think are of great value or really good to do? You know, I think that's something people always ask, is what would you recommend from an excursion point of view?
Absolutely. So, you know, not all the excursions are released for 2021, and also it will all depend on which port agents are, you know, still in operation at that stage. But I've just looked at a few. For example, on the I used the Norwegian Epic, which is the most popular itinerary. So just looking at a Florence and Pisa excursion, it's a 10-hour excursion, you know, where they take you straight through to, it is a coach excursion, taking you straight to Pisa, and then a walking tour, and then a walking tour in Florence as well. It's basically a relaxed excursion where you can go and explore on your own, but you still have your tour guide. And those excursions range from about $250 per person for a 10-hour excursion. You know, it is quite worth it. And then we have, there's a really awesome excursion doing Rome and the Vatican. So it's again a coach tour excursion, picking you up straight from the port, taking you right to the Vatican, allowing you to explore, giving you entrance into the Vatican City. And then taking you throughout Rome, you know, stopping at Trevi Fountain and the Spanish Steps and the Colosseum. And that excursion ranges from about $300 per person. It's also about a 9.5-hour excursion. And then I looked at another one on the Epic Sailing as well, where you can take a coach tour, or a coach to the train station, and then a train to Monaco, and then you get to see, you know, Cannes and Monte Carlo, you know, doing the whole of Monte Carlo, and that excursion is about 8.5 hours, where you can do the escalator or the elevator up to the top and go right down again, do the casino, do the racetrack, and that's about $135. So these are just 3 of them that I had a look at, but I mean, you can see for our South African guests, or, you know, we like to go out. We don't want to just sit on the ship. We definitely want to explore the city. So there's definitely enough excursions in every single port.
Absolutely. And they're great value for money, which I always think is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, that's good. So just to from a Q&A point of view, if there are any Q&As, if you don't mind just asking them, and we'll reply to them afterwards with Narosha, because obviously we go on to other panelists as well. Yeah, Narosha, and I think the most exciting thing is that there's another special, and, you know, that's always great.
Absolutely.
To see from NCL. So
yeah, brilliant offer. And like I said, if you guys need the updated offer, I have sent it through to Roland, and he can share it with everyone. So we've got infographics and content where you guys can literally just put your logos on there, your contact details, and send it straight to your databases.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much for your time again, and we look forward to seeing you next week, Wednesday. Same time.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Okay, cheers.
Thanks,
bye.
So now I'm going to hand over to Natalie. We've got some really exciting information today on Topdeck, and this picture that's just come up is, for me, quite hysterical. You won't believe that I did a Topdeck in 1989, and you can see I'm the 4th person. The guys on the end, there's a sort of a turquoise shirt, which is me with very, very permed hair on top. And in those days, what you did is you actually slept in the bus, you cooked in the bus, you traveled in the bus. So it was really a different way of doing things. And you stayed in caravan park, sort of, you know, tented kind of accommodation and that, but you'd go to the local showers and that. But it was absolutely brilliant. And it's wonderful to see how things have changed. And I did it from London right up to Edinburgh. And today we've got Natalie. Of course, Nat is our Topdeck representative, and she really knows her stuff, and she is going to take you through her life with Topdeck. Over to you, Nat.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. This is Natalie, aka the best looking rep in the land, reporting from sunny Paarl. Just kidding, it's raining cats and dogs here. But hi, everyone. Miss everyone desperately and hope everyone is surviving. I actually wore my original Topdeck shirt here since 73. Shelley said she went on in 1989, but we actually know she was one of the originals. So thanks for sharing that, Shells. I'm fortunate enough today, everyone's giving me a chance to share a couple of my experiences of being on the road and hopefully give people a better idea of what it is to be on a tour. Because I think sometimes, you know, there's a massive negative perception, especially from a South African point of view. You know, I don't want to be told what to do. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So I just want to quickly tell you a bit about the process of how you get to be a trip leader. I was a trip leader in Europe for 7 years, which was very, very awesome. So I was, to get the job, you've got to go on a training trip for 7 to 8 weeks unpaid in Europe. I'm not going to lie, I was part of the B team on the training trip. Every day I was in trouble. I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never been to Europe. I'd never been on a coach. You know, every morning you have about 2-3 hours of sleep. People are yelling at you. We had to do the Paris drive into a loop until 3-4 in the morning. I had no idea. You're sitting there, you know, you wake up first thing every morning. Nat, what's the plan for today? I never knew what was happening. So in trouble every day. Drinking Red Bulls, eating Snickers, thinking to yourself, yo, they keep telling us that this job is the best job in the world, but I don't know if they're really talking nonsense. But needless to say, I somehow managed to jigger my way right through to the end. And on my first trip, I'll never forget it. You know, that first time you speak it into everyone, they've got no idea that it's the first time you've got, you know, 40 people's lives in your hands and expectations. And the minute I got on that coach and had those people looking at me, and I went, yes, this is the best job in the world, they were right. And, you know, a lot of people say, I don't want to go on a trip because I don't want to be told what to do. But I think we really need to change people's perception. It's not about being told what to do. It's just about being shown how to do it better. You can see there's a whole bunch of us in Venice. I mean, trying to get into St. Mark's Cathedral, for example. Yes, you could go the long route and wait in the line, or you can listen to my sneaky way and get in within 5 minutes. The Rome Colosseum, there's an easy way to get in. At the Louvre, there's an easy way to get in. And it's very much a case of what I found on all the 7 years of doing it is, yes, it's an organized trip, but it's very much about individual experiences. The best thing about being a trip leader was getting to share my, you know, my little hidden gems there in Rome. You can see there was a little place called the Drunken Ship. I'd always take everyone there. It's in Campo de Fiori, awesome place. There's lots of foreigners, lots of locals there. It's bustling with people, but the most important is food. The best sandwich shop in the world, and I can say it with confidence, the world was right opposite the shop, this Drunken Ship. So it was all about, yes, we were all on a trip together. We were all in Rome together, but not everyone came to the Drunken Ship with me, for example, or not everyone, you know, in Munich, we got a chance to wear our dirndls and go to beer halls. Everybody wanted to do that, and that was okay, because it's still, yes, all the hard stuff is organized, but you get to choose where you want to come and go. And, you know, it's very much, I was thinking about, you know, being a trip leader and being a travel agent, and how are the two, how are they actually linked? And I think that they are completely linked, because to be a trip leader, it's very much a lifestyle. And to be a travel agent, it's also very much a lifestyle. You know, it's not about, okay, you go to work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock and you go home, you know, and then that's it. You are really available 24 hours a day. Not only that, it's a huge responsibility. People hand over lots of money to you as an agent. They used to hand over up to 10 to 15,000 euros is what I'd carry on me for excursions and stuff. So you've got that element of, you know, they're giving you a whole lot of money to make sure that everything goes well. But not only that, people go on a trip because they want all the hard stuff to be organized for them. And that's really what it is, you know, the organizing 3 days in advance, the accommodation to make sure the restaurants are booked, the optionals are booked, taking them to all these little hidden gems. But it's the same for you as an agent. You also have to make sure they hand over this money, and you've got to make sure that everything's organized for them, you know. And it's very much a case of, what can we do to make sure we give them, you know, the trip of a lifetime? And all we really want to do is impart the experience that you've had. Cool. Someone said about the trip to Egypt. Yes, it was pretty awesome. So this is a couple of educations that I was fortunate enough to take. And there's something about this that I also want to say what makes a trip very awesome. Even, you know, on an educational, it's also very much pertinent that there's people from all over. Okay, some of these, we had internationals, we had Americans, we had Canadians, we had Europeans, we had South Africans of all different ages, people in different phases in their life. Some people had kids, some people didn't have kids, some people, you know, of different ages. But the one thing everyone had in common is they wanted to see new places, meet new people, and have a great time. And I think that is really what a trip is all about. And we could just try and get people on the same page to be like, look, you can, it's not about being shown, you're not going to be told what to do, you're just going to be shown how to do it better. And you're going to, you know, you come and go as you please. One of my highlights was on our Egypt educational that we did. The guide said, no, he's going to take us out to a club in Cairo. So we're like, ooh, okay. You know, we get there, there's this wooden door, there's no lights, there's no people. He knocks on a door, opens it up, and there's this whole magical world. I'm not 100% certain that the ladies there were patrons or ladies of the night, but nonetheless, we had an amazing time. And it's all about, you know, having someone to show you these hidden gems, the local that you would never know. And like I said, you can come and go as you want. In saying that, I myself have done a lot of top decks as my own personal holidays. Last year we went to Thailand. We did a Thai island hopper, and this is what I love the most. So the night before, our hotel is right on Hadron Beach, so full moon party, living our best lives. The next morning, that was the beach, as if nothing had even happened. So our trip leader Nina, who is the best in all the lands, you know, she messaged us and said, look, I don't know how everyone's feeling, but I've got this awesome rooftop pool to take you to with an infinity pool. You know, all you need to do is buy a drink and you get one free. So we're all like, yeah, of course. So she took us hiking up these rocks, so you can see that view of us at the pool is actually us looking out onto the beach. So the beauty of it is that she showed us these things that we were never going to see. So in saying that, an email was sent out about the rebooking for 2021. All the 2021 dates for Topdeck are out at 2020 prices. For guys that had booking credits that were meant to go this year, they're allowed to rebook with the same discounts that were available. And because of the 2021 dates at 2020 prices, essentially it's a 10% discount on the prices for next year. So if you have anyone that's keen, 1,000 Rand deposit, it's still, we've got the no strings guaranteed, where 60 days before they can change it. But, you know, let's get everyone pumped and amped. And I have faith that travel is going to come back and next year is going to be amazing. So before I talk about the next thing, I need to do a quick costume change. Don't worry, I've learned not to get naked in front of anyone, so I'll just be putting the shirts over. All right, there we go. Now we're talking about Back-roads. How magical. Our sister company, which was only launched, was it about 2 years ago? We've got US, we've got Asia now, and now we've got Europe. I'm going to be talking a little bit about Europe, and I know I've chosen Italy, which is quite ironic because obviously Italy, you know, you've got the epicenter, but everything's opening up and Italy's an amazing place and everyone will always go back. So I've chosen to talk a little bit about the Italian trips because it is our top destinations that everyone goes to. The two that I've chosen is the Tuscan treats, the 7-night one, and then the Italian indulgence. So a couple of things that have changed with Back-roads. You can see where the square is, that's where the trip starts. Okay, and now before you'd have to have a pre-night accommodation and the trip started in the morning, but they've had a lot of feedback and from clients and agents saying it was too much mission. They couldn't always get at the same hotel. So to make life easier, what they've done is they've started the trip the day before. So most of the trips are an extra day. There's a welcome dinner and then everybody leaves the next morning nice leisurely pace, because that is what Back-roads is about, leisurely paced itineraries. And I think, you know, post-COVID travel, this is going to definitely be a very important way of traveling. Small groups, which everybody likes, but the most important is that it's off the beaten track. It's in all these little cities, not overly crowded places. So I think it's, you know, it's something that we can start putting out there to everyone to say, look, this is a better way to travel smaller groups off the beaten track. So with these two itineraries, when you stay in Tuscany, there's an example over here. You're going to be staying in Villa San Giorgio, which is a Tuscan villa. So not only will you be in Tuscany, you're on a vineyard drinking Chianti wine, plus you're going to be doing a Tuscan cooking class. So what makes Back-roads really special? There is no optional extras, everything's included, and there's no gratuities. So with this Tuscan cooking class, you know, you obviously get to cook it and then eat it and then drink the wine, but it's very much a case of what Back-roads is about is doing the local, supporting the local families and not necessarily going to the big crowded cities. With Back-roads, previously we didn't have any trip notes on the website, but that's been updated. So it will be a lot easier for you to send out to your clients. You just download the trip notes, it comes up in a nice PDF to send it through. And not only that, keep in mind that the trips are very short. So, and a lot of them link to each other in the same country. So you can do back-to-backs, Or if people are doing cruises and they want to do one city or one region more intense or, you know, specifically, then you can just add a back-roads on. So in saying that, I'm going to leave you also food related with a bit of nuggets of knowledge, because that's what it's all about. Something I learned on the road. There's always massive confusion when we get to Paris. You know, what is a macaroon? What is a macaroon? So I've got 3 images to hopefully put it out there for you. So I was in the Latin Quarter in a macaron shop, and I said to the lovely gentleman there, what do you call this? And this is what he said to me. So this picture I'm going to show you. Image number 1. This is a macaron. Image number 2. This is a macaroon. And then image number 3, just in case you're confused, this is Macron, the president of the country, just in case. Guys, thank you so much. If there's any questions with Topdeck Back-roads, pop it in the Q&A. So before I hand over to Shelley, I've just got to get ready because we're flying to Italy. So I needed to also get ready for the cooking class. Can you see how thin I am? I know I've been working out, supposedly. Guys, it's been amazing. Miss you all. And yeah, let's just all stay positive. Everything's going to come right.
Thanks, Nat. That was absolutely fantastic. And as you know, I'm Chef Shelley, and of course the whole night I've been trying to make my very own spaghetti, which turned out like this. So we've decided to fly in a very, very good friend of ours, Chef Lorenzo, all the way from Bryanston, and his own little local deli called the Italian Job, which I highly, highly recommend. And Chef Lorenzo is going to show us how to make pasta, because as you can see, mine is really not up to scratch. Over to you.
There we go. Yep.
Ciao, everybody. Welcome to the Italian Job. It's only a great pleasure to host a webinar for development promotions. I hope you guys learn a little bit about pasta. I'm going to be introducing you to a pasta which not everybody's familiar with. It's not going to be a pasta and sauce as we all know it. It's going to be a filled pasta. Not a cannelloni or anything of that sort, or a lasagna. It's going to be lumacone, which is the shell. Have a look at the dry pasta here. The pasta is in the shape of a shell. Lumacone. All right, so we're going to be taking this lumacone and filling it. In order to fill it, we're going to have to cook it. So for the sake of this webinar, obviously pre-cooked. This is what you need to do at home. Pre-cook it and cool it down. You'll see it over here. Once it's cooked, it's a lovely little shell. It's pliable and it's easy to work with. This is the way we eat it. Right. So we're going to be doing it today with a filling of zucchini, which is baby marrow that's been grated. We then saute the baby marrow with a bit of garlic and olive oil, renders it down to that. And that's now ready to fill the pasta. We're also going to be putting some Italian sausage. The sausage is called Luganiga. A little bocconcini of mozzarella, a little bite-sized mozzarella is going to go in it. And then we're going to bake it in the oven with some Napolitana sauce. I hope you know how to make Napolitana sauce. It's the base of all Italian tomato sauces. And bechamel, which is a white sauce with an Italian twist. We've got Parmesan cheese as well to finish it up with. So, right, let's get started. What we're going to do first, we need to lay down a base of Napolitana sauce on the bottom of the dish. So we put the Napolitana sauce, it's got the basil in it, it's got garlic, olive oil, obviously salt and pepper. We lay that base down. Swirl it about. Okay, now you've got your base. We take your shell. Use my hands. There's no other way of doing this. You take zucchini and you put some zucchini inside. Push it in with your little finger. That. Not too much because you need space for the other one. And you take a piece of your cooked Luganiga. You put it in there. You take a bocconcino of mozzarella and you stick it inside. Right, so there you have it. You can even put a bit more on this side if you want to fill it up. And then you simply place that down. Let's do another one. This is very simple, guys. Zucchini. Fill it in. A little bit of zucchini, Luganiga sausage, the bocconcino of mozzarella, and you can put a bit more inside here. Fill it up. Don't be shy. quite malleable and quite strong. When you cook your pasta sheet, you don't want to cook it all the way. I'm talking about in my corner. You want to cook it 3/4 of the way. When it's done, you put it in the cold water to stop the cooking process. That's the way we do it. Once again, put your filling in, put a piece of cheese. Now you don't have to do zucchini. You can, your imagination can run away with you. You can be putting in brinjals. You can be putting in. This is great. We're using leftovers. So if you've got some leftover chicken or beef, chop it up, add some spices and herbs, onions, garlic, anchovies, whatever you want to. Right. So now let's pretend I've made this dish full. There we go. We then simply take a bit more Napolitana. We nappe it with Napolitana. We take our bechamel sauce. And we just put a bit of bechamel sauce on top of it, like that. This is before we put it in the oven. Of course, Parmesan cheese. This is grated Parmesan cheese. Use good cheese, guys. Don't use rubbish. Put a bit of Parmesan cheese. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Very important. Look at the beautiful color in that. You can see that's extra virgin. It's not nonsense. Put that down. Bit of black pepper. Always to finish it off, you just grind a bit of black pepper on it. And you can pop a couple of basil leaves interspersed. So now we're pretending that we've done the whole dish. Play land. This will be full. And then you stick it in the oven, 180 degrees, or put it in there for half an hour if you want to. Keep on checking it because everybody's oven's different. It'll start bubbling and getting more cheesy and all the cheese runner. Then it's ready to serve. I've got one which I preferred earlier on, which is ready, just to give you an idea what it looks like. There we go. Good. So that's what it looks like when it's finished. You can once again just dress it to make it look pretty with a bit of parsley, olive oil again, before you pop it on your table, and it brings the whole dish back to life. Now, people that are intimidated to do lasagna because it's a lot of work, this is a quick alternative. Fill it with your mincemeat. You don't have to do the layers. You don't have to do repetitiveness. And you've got these little pockets of, beautiful pockets of pasta that burst with flavor, and your dinner's done. It's uncomplicated, but remember, guys, quality ingredients, keep it simple, because that's what Italian food's about. It's about simplicity. And don't compromise on quality. Rather have less, but have quality. That's the most important thing. Thank you very much, awesome. And have a great day. Ciao.
Thank you, Lorenzo. That was absolutely amazing. And I know I can see all the comments of everyone starving. And just to remind you that that is locally sourced little restaurant and deli. So I highly recommend Lorenzo's the Italian job in Bryanston. And we even hosted our Topdeck launch there. So for those of you that actually went to the launch, can remember how beautiful it was. And yes, Roland does deliver. Sorry, Roland, I just had to add that because someone asked if you would. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time again. It's been phenomenal to spend this 45 minutes with you. And can't wait till next week, where hopefully I'll be allowed to cook again, because I see I've definitely been taken over by a professional. Thanks, guys.